afternoon. Um, for a quick look, so due to some delays of our upload, we'll go straight to the DXY to look at this week our focus. Okay, looking at where the price is right now, we are close to a resistance zone. So if possibly if you can get a pullback down to this level, looking at this area, looking at it, this area that really respected the level there. We can get a pullback to this level, we should look for a buy all the way up to the top side. Now, if the non-farm payroll comes and price is around this area, and this week, okay, this daily candlestick. So if the non-farm payroll comes and we see a possible turnout for the non-farm payroll, we should look at DXY moving all the way up, breaking this level. As I said, breaking this level. If it break this level, we'll see a retest and see push up to the level. But if the non-farm payroll comes and the price is somewhere here and the news is bad, we should see DXY pushing all the way back to this level, which the markets have fallen to a ranging. So we should look for a possible sell at this zone, and we should look out a possible buy from this zone, depending on how the structure will be this week. But I would prefer that I should wait and see price moving to this zone. This is where we should start looking for a sell, or you wait for a price to pull back to test this zone. That's 96.5. Then you look for a possible buy. This will minimize your risk in the SY. So looking at the strength of US dollar, this is what I'm looking at right now. We want to focus at this zone, this ranging zone for now. Any breakout from this level, then we'll consider a change of trend. But for now, let's respect this level and see if market can push back and test the zone for us to see an uptrend. So a push up this zone, as I said, let's cover this zone up. We see 1, 2, 3, we're seeing 4, but it didn't happen. So we saw a push up due to the euro data that came that was wrong. Now you look at this place, so it look like a pattern: left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. So we can also see a possible turnout from this zone. Looking at heads and shoulders, market breaking below retest and go to a downtrend. So it means a lot at this zone. So anyone who would like to trade this market should be very careful, because it's in ranging now. So we'll look for a sell here at this zone, as I said. Then we'll look for a possible buy at this zone. Then we can also look for a buy at this zone. So our main target, if you can get a push up here, we'll start looking for a sell at this zone. This should be our focus. We look for a sell here, market push all the way back down. So you should look for a sell from the top side here. So if we are going to sell, looking at our risk to reward, we can put our stop loss here, take profit somewhere here. Our stop loss can come somewhere here. Our entry can be somewhere here. Maybe from there. But if we get a so we are looking for a sell at this zone. Let's only focus on the sell for now. When DXY is coming to this zone, sell. If we get a pullback down, we should look for a buy here all the way up. So this for DXY. Then we'll move on to the main chart and look at the rest of the trade. We are looking at gold, and gold really respected the level that we are looking for. As you can see a lot of trend lines in my line. I'm just trying to see the direction of gold. Now I have a buy trade here in gold, and I'm expecting it to go up more. Now you see market testing this level. If we can get a possible pull down, as we have gotten, as we expected last week, that we were saying market will push back down to this level. Now we are looking for a retest. So market push up. We are expecting the market to retest this level. Then we are looking for a buy from this zone. We can exit our trade from here or all the way. Market pushing back to this level, back to where it started from last week. So this is what we are looking for. If market reach this level as a resistance zone and test this level, then we see a price action happening here. We can see a possible sell breaking below all the way here. All depends on the non-farm payroll. But if the non-farm payroll comes and it's negative, we see market pushing all the way back to this level. All the way back to this level. So this is our possible entry for buy and possible entry for sell. So this is what we are looking at. If market break this level, we see it reaching here. We should start looking for a sell at this zone. But if the non-farm payroll comes and is positive, we see gold breaking below this level to test this trend line. So for now, we should expect a buy from gold, as we are expecting market move up. Expect a buy from gold from this point. WTI also respected the level that we are looking for. Last week we saw, I made a mention that we see a push down, push up happening. Now if we get a break above this zone, market is still in trend line, you can start looking for a sell, push all the way down to this trend line over here. Now market can also push from the other way, sell to all the way down to this level, which is also possible. We are expecting market to push for now. So for now, you can place your sell trade at this zone, but this trend line is for a monthly trend line, which is really respecting level 1, 2, 3. So we can look for a possible sell from this zone, and we can exit our trade from here, or wait and get a possible buy and buy all the way to the top side. So Euro USD, we are looking for a push. As I said, we're targeting this side. We're expecting a push all the way down. Now get a push all the way down, and we'll see a push all the way up. But if the non-farm payroll comes and the news is bad, we'll see markets moving up to break this level. But until then, we are looking for a possible sell at this zone. Sell at this zone. All this zone, we are looking for a sell. Here 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 we are looking for a sell. The only price we are looking for a buy is the 1.1200 and the 1.1755. If you get a break below 1.117, we see market moving below to test the 1.1. That's the trend line. So we should expect a buy from this zone, a sell from these zones. So this where you're looking at, I'm looking for a buy at this zone. Now when we move the GDP AUD, GDP AUD breakout from a trend. As you can see, you see market breaking from a trend line. Now we are expecting a retest from the market. If we get a pull from here, market push all the way to test this level at 1.84862, this zone. We'll see a possible sell from here all the way down to this level here. All the way down here. We should look for our first exit, second and third exit of this one. So we are looking for a possible sell. But in case we get a break below this zone, we'll wait for a retest. Then we can continue our sell below this one. As I said, I told you guys that market will break and come and test the gap and push up, and truly market came and test the gap. So we should expect a sell from these zones. Let me show you a sell from this zone, so we can wait market push up. When you get a selling signal, we can sell. USDJPY are still looking for a possible sell since it break out from a trend line, but for now we are expecting market to sell from all the way from this zone, or we'll see a possible sell from here to this side. We should look for a sell at this zone or this zone. Since this place is a previous high and low, we should look for a sell at the zone 1.11, 1.25 or 1110.949. So we should look for a sell at these two zones. If we get a break and market break to the top side, this area too, we can also look for a sell from this side. But for now, we are looking for the sell on USDJPY, depending on the strength of the. You can also wait and see market forming a pattern here. As you can see, market is trying to create a pattern here. Get a break, retest, and you can get a break from here. So as you can see, we should start looking for a sell at this zone. Market push all the way down to the side. USD card, I'm expecting a pullback down to this level. When we get a pullback to this level, we are looking for a possible buy all the way up to this level 1.34664, 1.355356662. So if we get the break here, we should see market going all the way to this side. So we are looking for a buy at this zone or this zone, this zone. We are looking for a buy from these two zones. So you should watch out. If we get a break, it should be a zone that you should start looking for a buy. A buy zone. A buy from this one. GDP USD also break below the moving averages, as you can see. But what we are looking at is market push all the way to test this level. You see market break all the way to test this zone. If we can get a test at this level 1.3, or we can get a break to 1.31, we should start looking for a sell at these two zones. Why am I saying this? Because after market concentration and breakout, we didn't see any test at this one. And also we consider this one to be a previous high. So if we can get a push, and we see this one to be a support zone, see market testing multiple times. So if we can get a market pulling to this level as the moving average is really respecting the level, we should see a possible sell from this side and this side. If market fail to test due to non-farm pro enemy, we see market push all the way back to this level. That's where we should start looking for a sell from this zone. Euro card will show expect continuation of a downtrend. Now, if market push all the way back to test this level, we should see market push all the way to test this level or all the way down to this level. So we should look for a sell from this zone. Can exit our first trade here and second trade at this one. Since we see weakness in euro, card CHF also. Since we see a previous high, we are looking for a sell market to break below this zone and push all the way down to this level. We should expect a sell from this zone. Euro AUD, we are looking for a possible sell from this zone, buy from this zone. Market push to test this level. Should see market push all the way to this upside, or if you break this level, see it all the way back to this level. Since market has fall into region 1, 2, to be testing these levels. So if market push to test this level, you should see it push all the way up to this level or all the way to this level. AUD NZD is testing a trend. If we can see a pushback below this previous high, we'll see market push all the way to the top side. Then we'll see a break up, testing the trend line before market push all the way up. Now this is GDP AUD. Last week we predicted that market is going to test and push down. If you can get a pushback to test this level as 145.477, you see market moving all the way down to test this previous low, or all the way to test the gap here, or all the way down to this level. GDP NZD is also in a range. If you can get a pullback all the way back to this level, you see market, you can start looking for a sell at this one all the way down to this level. Or if you can get a pullback all the way to the top side, we should start looking for a sell at that zone all the way down to this level. Euro NZD. Euro NZD looks like a head and shoulders, as you can see left, this one. So Euro NZD, what we can look for is that if we can get a push below to detect this previous resistance turning to support, we'll see market push all the way from this zone all the way up to this level. Test when it break, we are looking for a second level or third level to this one. AUD JPY. Now AUD JPY, if we can get a push all the way up to this side, we should start looking for a sell at this one. We see market sell from this side to all the way down to this level. AUD JPY, this is what we should expect. But if we get a pull down to this level, we can also start looking for a buy at this zone to the top side. AED card broke below, break above a resistance turning to a support. If you can get a push to test this support again, you see market push all the way up to test this zone, or all the way up to the top side. NZDJPY simply break above the previous low. If you can get a push to test this level, you see market push back to this zone. This where we should start looking for a sell at this zone, push all the way to the downside. CAD JPY break above a previous low, turning to resistance. Another push to the side, testing the 200 moving average. You can also see a possible sell, so all the way breaking below this low, down all the way down to the downside. GDP CHF, what I'm expecting that if I can see another push up to this zone, I'll consider a sell at this zone, breaking below this low. If you break this so that I hold my trade to this level, this is what I'm expecting from GDP CHF. Now, if we get a push, this is Euro GDP. If you can get a push to push and test this zone, and if you can get any price action, we start looking for a major sell from this zone all the way to the downside. But if we get a break above, we should start looking for a possible buy from this zone all the way to the top side. Since the moving average is only downtrend, we are looking for a sell at this one. Euro JPY, we are looking for Euro JPY to push back, test this zone, or all the way back to test this level, or all the way back to test this zone. Looking at possible, we are looking for a possible sell from this zone or from this zone. So this is where we should start looking for a sell, or from this side. When you look at Euro CHF, now Euro CHF, if you can get a pullback to test the previous low, as you can see when you go to a weekly chart, you see this trend, what to represent. We can start looking for a sell at this zone, breaking below this level, or if market fails, we can also look for a sell from this zone and these two zones. So we should look at it very carefully. Now NZD/JPY also break above a resistance zone. I've tested level 3 times. If you can get a pushback all the way to the top side, this one, we start looking for a sell from this zone all the way down to this level. GDP card is also making a one-rush move as market push to test this level. If you can get a push from here to test this zone, you can start looking for a sell from here to the downside, or if we get a push from this zone, we can also start looking for a sell from this zone. The levels that I'm showing is a very good level so that a possible market can reverse from. So when you see a price action at these zones, you should start knowing that this is where you have to start opening trades. AEDC, AED, USD, the setup, I'm not interested. So that's it, guys. We end our session here, focus here, and I hope you enjoy it. As you can see, you can also join our Telegram group, WhatsApp group, or you can also like our page, share, and also make your comments on the comment side. We'll be very happy to hear from you. We are still offering a promo course, which is for 3 months. It's just for $100. And those in my country, Ghana or Africa, those in my country, Ghana, is 500 Ghana cedis, and those outside the country is $100. It's the same figure in Ghana. So if you're really interested, I will leave my number below and you can contact me, and we can have a further discussion how you can start your session. This week we have a lot of news, so many of the setup that we did, we can receive a false movement. But for now, those levels that I've pointed out, make them known in your chart. These levels, you can see a possible moves in these levels, which is going to really gives you a very good look at the market. So don't joke with the levels that is there. I believe that these levels can do a lot of things. So have a nice trading week, and I hope to see a lot of setups happening in the market this week. Thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you guys again.